Races are race number 11, that is a class 4 race at 1400 meter. Race number 2 is Independence Cup class 3 at 1400 meter, and race 13, that is a class 2 Swatantra handicap again at 1400 meter. So we will assess these races and we will see how it goes. I know it's already late, but hope this video helps you. So the very first race is race number 11, Moon Mission Handicap class 4 1400 meter. There is a market fancy called Argento. Now Argento has nothing done wrong in his career. He is going well and in the right direction. But from the last race, I will show you what he did. Argento. Now what Argento did? He ran second to Cosmology. Then he won at 1200 meter. Again ran at 1200 meter and lost to Psycho. That was a penalty race, I guess. And Psycho Argent to 50 Shades and Silver Dream. So that is his whole career. Now the problem is he is going 200-meter extra, and also will be taken lot of weight. How much weight he will carry? Almost 60 kg from 56. So that is a challenge for him, and given the opening odds of like 65 paisa, uh, I don't think he's a good value bet. If he's winning, let him win, no problem in that, but we can't take this much of risk because carrying weight and rise in distance is the biggest problem where most of the favorite loses. So we have to stay away from such favorite who are unproven at the distance and unproven by the weight. Understand this fact. The next horse that I will talk about is Machiavellian. Even though he drops very well in the speed rating of 211, but note that the speed rating was taken in the Mumbai and Pune because he's told off from Western India. So in Mumbai and Pune, the speed rating are really fast because the ground is flat. In Bangalore, the speed rating are low because they have some upward hill towards one of the bend. So don't compare speed rating within the centers. So Machiavellian had won the last race in class 5. uh, I don't think this class 4 will suit well to him because again he is carrying 60 kg and you never know whether he will be tried or not. But I don't think today is the right day for him to win. Galway Gull. Horse number 1 is Galway Gull. Galway Gull is trained by Neil Darasha and ridden by Alimuddin. If you take a look at the Galway Gull's profile, I will show you. She won 2 races in class 4 in Bangalore and Kolkata. In that Bangalore race, she was a shock winner at 20 to 1. She was a maiden till that day and won shock pool, then won in Kolkata also. But after that, she is not winning. 7th of 7, 8th of 10, 6th of 10. So she is finishing ruck. So no point in backing her also. Lady Dawn. Lady Dawn is a surprise factor. Lady Dawn. Now see what Lady Dawn is doing. I don't know how she came into the market, but 8 of 9, 8 of 10, finishing in ruck everywhere. Just 2 of 11 in the last race that happened on 6th of August, and she was placed to upper street. So Yash is riding today, but I have very low confidence in her. The only horse that I am worried about in this field is Ketaro. Now let's see what Ketaro has done. This is 1400 meters. So Ketaro had 8 runs and 4 times she was placed. 2 of 8, 3 of 8, ignore about 8 of 12. Otherwise, she has a very good performance at 1400 meter, but the problem is she is not winning. So now she is facing a younger horse who has couple of questions to answer. On the other hand, Ketaro herself had some questions already answered, but the only requirement is from the Asbar that he must try this horse very well. You don't have to go back and sit last. You have to sit at least in top 3 position from the front runner. That is the only thing. So given the fact that Argento is a very well backed favorite by the market, and Ketaro is available at 6 to 1 and 7 to 1, I will definitely take place of 70 paisa on Ketaro rather than going on win of 65 paisa on Argento. Uh, the reason is very simple. When you bet someone on a win, you have just one place, and on place you will have at least three options when the horses are 8 and more. So by the probability, 65 paisa for 3 place is always better than 65 paisa for one place. So that is my logic, and this is the way I go. If I find someone worthy place that has a good chance to ran on board, I take this route and avoid favorite. And the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether your 65 paisa horse wins or your 65 paisa place runs on board. You are earning money, so think from that point of view always. Don't try to get emotionally attached to the horses, because once upon a time I did attach to one of that horse, very emotionally attached, and he brought me down like hell, and that horse was successful. So from that day onward, I stopped following horses. I just follow their handicap and what is happening in the market. So never get attached to the horses. So we will move on to the next race. The next race is race number 12. Exceed Enchanting and Storm Chaser. Again, I will show you one race. I will talk about Storm Chaser first. Now see, Storm Chaser was third in 1200 meter. He ran second in 3 horse field in 1600 meter, then come back again at 1400 meter and won. Now this race is also 1400 meter, so you have to give him a chance to win. But I will show you this. On the very first race of the career, when Argento won, he was third that day. Now Argento is running in class 4 and Storm Chaser running in class 3. Now somebody has to explain these things. Either Ashay Doctor knows that his horse Argento is not worth a class 3 field, hence I am running him in a class 4, or Vijay Singh knows his horse better, that his horse can take up this class 3 field and win over here. So it is a battle between them, whether Argento will win or whether Storm Chaser will win. I don't think both of them has an equal chance to win, because Storm Chaser is available at 6 to 1 and Argento is at 65 upon 100. And there was one more horse on that day, Naughty Nash. Naughty Nash is running in class 5. So there are three different trainers with three different owners. Let's see who proves themselves as the best and who wins it. In the very first race, I don't think Naughty Nash will be able to handle that distance or the weight. So I have my uh, doubts cleared by the first race. So it will be around 30 minutes for the first race. So this is the Storm Chaser. He is a distance winner, so I will definitely give him a chance, and the odds are very well available. One more important point on, there is my theory. I don't know how many of Indian horse race goers follow this theory or not, but every 3-year old, whoever runs alone in any race, he has more probability to lose rather than to win. Now, running single-handedly, that means ki only one 3-year old is running against 4-year old or 5-year old horses, he has less chance to win and more chance to lose. So when they will win, unless and until there is two or more 3-year old horses are there, he has a bright chance to win. That means he needs some cover from another 3-year old, whether he is at favorite, second favorite, third favorite, or longer odds. He needs some kind of cover in the age factor to win that race. So when this happens, the horses wins like around 2 in 3 times in every race where there are 2 or more 3-year-old horses are running against the open horses like 4-year-old, 5-year-old. If this condition is met, 2 out of 3 horses are the winners from the 3-year-old category only. Now that one part is remained, like 1 out of 3 races. In that race, the 3-year-old either does not have that caliber to win or running into the class 5. So ignore about those class 5 horses and class 4, class 3, and all other races. If you want to win, you need some cover. Storm Chaser is not having any kind of cover from the another horses, so that is the only reason uh, he is available at 6 to 1 even with a good performance. Also, one more thing, this Independence Cup for class 3 at 1400 meter is running for a quite some time. Most of the 3-year-old horses in this particular race have won, and they all won 5 to 1, 6 to 1, 8 to 1, but they have won. But the problem with this year and the other years, uh, Storm Chaser is running alone. Now when you run alone, either you have to be the best horse in the market or you need someone to cover up for you. Now whoever runs alone becomes a big thing afterwards. They get there some reputation in their career, reaches to the highest peaks when they run alone. But this moment of time, as a 3-year-old having the first run of the season, I do not know whether Storm Chaser is ahead of Argento or not. But yes, trainer knows this fact, so he took full advantage of his weight. He asked Hindu Singh to ride. I don't think he will be overweight today, but yes, 50 kg is a good mark for him to work. Now, the next horse, if we talk about Storm Chaser, the next horse is Exceed. Now, Exceed having the first run of the season is Kolkata. He always wins on the very first race of the season. Now, see, first run of the career, first run of the season, he won. Race number 25, first run of the season, he won. And if you see the career, there is a big gap, 351 days gap, 187 days gap, 175 days gap. So half of his career has went into the stable rather than on the track. But he has to tackle this 3-year-old. Okay, so 0 wins from 4 runs at 1400-meter weight is good today plus jockey. So Trevor is riding for the Aarti Doctor. Everything is good about him, but I don't know why I am not having that much confidence in him, because he haven't shown the that much progress in his entire career. And if he fails on this attempt, then most of the people will be losing money on him. So I am definitely not going to back him at around 60 70 paisa. The next horse is Enchanting, and I really don't think that this race is beyond these 3 horses. Enchanting is like Enchanting one with Suraj, AS Peter. Today, Enchanting is being ridden by whom? Yash Naradu. Is it Yash Naradu? Yes, Yash Naradu is riding Enchanting today. But look at the speed figure, 176. That is, I will not say below average, but she is not being that much competitive. So that's the reason I am having my doubts about her also. 3 win 4 runs as a favorite, slow on speed. She wins at 1200 meter rather than 1400 meter. She has to tackle this 3-year-old also, and a very well experienced 5-year-old also, because she is lagging in between of them. So let's hope for the best. So in race number 12, I will definitely go for a win of Storm Chaser, but before that I will watch how Argento is doing. If Argento wins, uh, this battle comes to an end. The battle between Ashay Doctor and the Vijay Singh comes to an end. If Argento doesn't win, I will definitely go and play this horse as my day's best bet. Storm Chaser. The chances are very bright, I must say, but you never know what will happen in the racing. So I will ask you to have to study races properly rather than depending solely on me. The the next race is Swatantra Handicap, again at 1400 meter, and this is a class 2 race. Now there are multiple horses, at least 4 horses in this field that we needs to understand. The very first horse is Fable. Fable has a fabulous record with Trevor, won 3 races from prior runs with Trevor. Almost tick all boxes should be on board. So Fable is ridden by Trevor for Arthi Doctor, and speed rating is quite good. If you see the speed, they are almost like from 200 to 190. There are 7 to 8 horses running in this speed rating, so we have to be very well careful in this race, whether it's a win or a place section. Be careful. So Fable has everything with him, including the distance also. The next horse is Mindful. Now Mindful is coming back to handicap races after having run some good grade races, but those grade races were like above his head, so he could not win any of them, and did not perform very well. But yes, at this distance in this class, he should be given one more chance to prove himself. Mindful have already won See, Mindful have already won mile distance races, but he is unproven at 1400 meter. But still, when you have your age on side and facing not so big opponents, you can do this. So I am having a confidence in Mindful. The next horse comes is Cigar Galaxy. Now, see, Cigar Galaxy has a very difficult races to understand. In Bangalore, he wasn't doing anything, so he shifted to Bangalore. Won on the very first race as a favorite, then ran second, third, second, and won again at 1400 meters. So, this has a very peculiar, what I must say, danger, that he may win on any day. This is what I think, but he has a bigger task to do to beat Mindful. Then wherein Kolkata to win 4 places, problem is losses when backed as favorite. Upset chance place is a safe option, so you will get a very good place on Cigar Galaxy provided that he runs on board. Marlet is also a complicated horse, because the Wahid, who is her trainer, uh, doesn't win that many races, and nowadays he shifted to Kolkata than Mumbai because he knows competing in Mumbai and Pune is far difficult. So let's go back to a center where we can have some wins, but he will definitely not win on every day. So Marlet has some chance, but it totally depend on the CU mesh how he rides her. So that are the 3 races that I've done. I will first watch how Argento is doing and give a place chance to Ketaro. Then in the next race, if Argento wins, then I will go for a place of Storm Chaser. Uh, and Argento doesn't win, then I will go for a win of Storm Chaser. And in the next race, I will see how Mindful is being handled by the market. If he's a favorite. Already he is a favorite, but he remains as a favorite. So I will definitely not take that much big chance on win, but yes, I will definitely see if that value is worthy or not. Otherwise, I have two options to go for a place of Fable and a Cigar Galaxy also. You will definitely get all the places like Ketaro, you will get 70 paisa. Storm Chaser also you will get 70 paisa, and Fable and Cigar Galaxy also you will get 80 paisa even money. So that is good for the day. Uh, One request for everyone: do not try to win all the races. Even the top notch gamblers also haven't able to done that. So come out of these dreams like I will win each and every race as a winner. uh, Even if you wins like 50% of the races, you are doing a very good job. Even I don't do that. Even my strike ratio is not 50%. Achieving 50% in a longer run is very difficult. Sometimes you make mistakes, sometimes market makes some mistake, sometimes mishap happen. So there are various reasons. So I will request you to be very careful while selecting the bets, and that way in the long run you will have bankroll in your pocket to try the next test. Otherwise what will happen, on one day you will back all the favorite, they all will lose. On the next day you will say my pockets are empty, now what should I do? And that day all the favorites will win. So be careful while doing all this stuff. Best of luck to everyone. At the end of the day we will see how the day goes. If you really want to get some more knowledge, you can join my Telegram channel also, uh, because I'm going to make a separate group for those racing enthusiasts who is really interested in racing. So I will give some premium knowledge to them at some nominal cost. So if you are interested, then you can comment me,